Hey guys, Brady here, and I know there's been tons of videos on this subject about horror movies based on true stories. Well, I want to give you my perspective, and I just feel like talking about based on true story horror movies because I don't know, I like scaring myself at night, and I'm not gonna talk about The Conjuring and stuff like that because those are based on real people. I'm talking about the far fetched ones that people don't really, well, people probably already know about it already. Um, Even something as crazy as A Nightmare on Elm Street is based on a true story. Um, Now, not saying that it's realistic that a guy with claws as hands goes around killing people in their sleep. No. The true story of that movie is that there's these news articles about a group of these men who died in their sleep due to insomnia. Wes Craven got the idea of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies because of that article. So he based a Nightmare on Elm the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie on those articles. So in a way, yes, they are based on a true story. He based that movie on an actual event, but Freddy Krueger isn't real, and neither are the people in the movie real. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on a true story. Jaws is not really a horror movie; it's more of an action thriller. But that's based on a true story. If you want to believe it or not, um, Peter Benchley, the author of Jaws, based the book on the 1925, I think, shark attacks in God, I forgot where it was. I think it was San Diego or something, somewhere around some beachy area. He based the books on those events. So Jaws is based on a true story. Like I said, Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on the events of Gene, who pretty much his mother, or I guess his mother or his wife, one of them died, and he basically cut her open and used the body as clothing and pretty much walked around in his mother's skin, which is undeniably fucked up and sick and creepy, and I just don't want to think about that. Ed Gein, what a weird fucker. I would never want to do that to someone. That I don't know what he was on when he thought of that, but I don't want anything to do with it. That is just disgusting. Imagine how gross the smell was. I heard when they found out about it, they walked into his house, and I think like some of the like investigators or whatever puked all over his house. So you got the smell of rotting flesh, rotting corpse, and then you also got the smell of vomit upon that. So yeah. Um, but then what else is based on a true story? The Exorcist is based on a true story. Um, what's it called? It's based on instead of a girl being possessed, it was actually a boy. The true story was a boy. I forgot his name. I'm just gonna call him Ned. Um, Hold on one second. Let me just look that up. You know what? I regret looking up the oh yeah, there's an Exorcist TV show. Where is the article about the true story of the Exorcist? Yeah, here it is. The real life story that inspired the Exorcist. Diabolical. Oh, his name is Roland. Roland, that's the name. Or no, it's Robbie. Robbie Manheim. Yeah, yeah, Roman or something. Roland. So so basically he was possessed. He spit phlegm on priests. I think. That's besides the point. It's based on a true story. Um. Uh. But yeah, it's just scary to think that some of our favorite horror movies are real events. I mean, I'm so happy that we are now getting comedic true story movies like Pain and Gain. Mike and Dave Wedding Date said it was based on true stories, although I'm not sure if that's true or not. Um, War Dogs is a comedy based on true story comedy. Um, Hell, we're even getting movies based on true stories that happened a couple years ago. Like we just got Deepwater Horizon. We're also getting Patriots Day, which comes out I think in December or January. Um, getting another Boston bombing movie. So we're not just getting horror movie based on true stories. We're getting dramatic based on true story movies. We're getting disaster based on true story movies. We're getting World War II based on true story movies. But it's just an interesting. We get biopics based on true stories. It's just an interesting thought that people are making true stories of these events. Like I'd always would want to see like like some natural disaster. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to see a movie about that. Um, yeah, I want to see a movie about Hurricane Andrew, and if that doesn't happen, I am making that Hurricane Andrew movie. I already got the plot mapped out. I got the title of the movie. It's gonna be called Andrew, by the way. If anything, but yeah, uh, can't really think of much else horror movies. Um, but I will say this: I'm gonna step out of true stories. I'm gonna talk about Frankenstein. But Frankenstein. If it were up to me, I would have made the body fucked up looking. Like I would have probably sewn his dick to his face. I would have put his arm sticking out of his chest. Um I would have like sewn like his arm to his chest. I would have his leg coming out of his back. I would just have so much fun making that, and then being like, yeah, this is my monster. You know what? I kind of want to make a Frankenstein movie just so I could do that. Just have like a pointless throwaway joke. Um, yeah. Um, Probably sew the ear to like this part of his arm while it's sticking out of his chest. Um, you know what? I am fucked up individual, and I will see you guys next time.